The Football Association of Zambia, FAZ, recently unveiled Croatian-born Aljosa Asanovic as the new coach of the Zambia national soccer team, the Chipolopolo. He has replaced Beston Chambeshi, who was the Chipolopolo coach, on an interim basis. The Zambian public have received the appointment of the new coach with mixed reactions. Just who is Asanovic? What are his plans to take the Chipolopolo to higher heights? These and more questions will be answered on this one-to-one chat that I'll have with the new Zambia national soccer team coach. I'm your host. My name is Matimba Nkonje, and it's good to have your coach. Welcome to Zambia.
Thank you, Matimba.
All right. I reckon you're enjoying our ZNBC facilities. I saw when you're walking in here. This is Zambia and this is Lusaka. Now, let's get started to it, shall we? Let's begin by you telling us a little bit about yourself. Who is Aljosa?
I think so. We not have this so many times. But I'm born in Croatia, or ex-Yugoslavia, before 55 years. I play in Hajduk Split. From that, I moved to France. I stayed there 4 years. After that, I moved to Spain, Real Valladolid. I moved to England, Derby County. After that, I go to Napoli, Italy. Oh my God, I forget some clubs. After that, I go to Panathinaikos, Greece, Sydney United, Austria, Vienna. I was almost 9 clubs in my career. Also, I worked so many years on national teams. Started 2004 to 2006 with under 21. After that, 2006 to 2012, I stayed with national teams, Croatia. We're doing the great job there. We work with nice generation who is playing now, like Luka Modric, who plays Real Madrid, Rakitic, who is playing Barcelona, Lovren, who is playing Liverpool, Mandzukic, etc., the big names. And I hope I make also the good job here. Why I come here, to make good job.
All right, that's quite a rich CV, I must say, Coach. But now, let's get down to the Zambian situation. You initially came in as part of the technical staff. How would you describe your experience then, before we talk about your current position as the head coach of the national team, the few months you worked with Beston Chambeshi as part of the technical staff? Just your experiences, how was it?
Yes, it's great. First of all, I want to tell about the Beston Chambeshi. It is a great man. Also, it is a good coach, great coach also. And we are really, relation is excellent. We respect each other, and really, I'm so happy to be part of this period. Now I'm head coach, and really, I try to put the Zambian people happy again.
Prior to you coming here to Zambia, how much did you know about Zambian football?
You know, when I came here before 6 months, I came here in August, and I spent so much time to look the games, and really I see the most interesting players. You have the character, you have the speed, you have the power, but you are not disciplined on the game. You are not disciplined on the training. We must change that kind of things.
How do you hope to change that, Coach? Because I remember during your unveiling, those are some of the 2 things you talked about: discipline, and that Zambian players are talented. So there's talent, there's the issue of discipline, and even when you were being unveiled as coach, you mentioned about these 2 aspects. How do you hope, for instance, to work around the discipline issues so that you get the best out of Zambian players?
First of all, when you talk about the discipline, it's not discipline it is not only discipline on the training, on the game. We have the discipline also in the hotels. The discipline it is also in private life. There's so many aspects about the discipline. But what I wanted to make on the right place, the players, he must know what I want, exactly what I want, how we are training, how we are make together the styling of the football, especially because we have so many nice talent. And I try to do the best.
All right. You've been given a 4-year contract, and obviously that's a good enough period because during that period there'll be obviously COSAFA games, there'll be AFCON games, there'll be World Cup qualifiers as well. What are your short or immediate plans, and also in the long term for 4 years? What is it that you want to work around?
First of all, when we are talking about 4 years, this is just paper. The people in Zambia, you must know, the contract of 4 years is a long term. But I understand the people. If I not have the successful here, don't worry. I not debate the answer of the fast. I go immediately if I not to be successful, because I'm not coming here, to stay 4 years and waiting the money for nothing. I'm not the guy for that. I'm just coming here to help and put the Zambia on the best way. And I know the way. I know. I tell when I coming first day here, I know the way, and I know how I make again the Zambian people happy.
When you say you might not even, if the results, for instance, are not coming, what interested you to come to Zambia? Because
the potential of the players. When I come here in August, I meet and I see the first time the Patson, the Enoch. I saw the fashion. I saw the many Edwards. I saw the Claytus. I saw the potential. I saw the people who is hungry to be on the top, on the African teams. I saw the many games is AFCON in this period of the champion, and I saw there is a place for us. We must be there. This is my target on my life. I want to go there with my boys, but not to go there and be just participating there. I want to go there to win, to be AFCON. Maybe people is thinking Asanovic is crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I'm just build my players so much. I believe my players so much. But players, you must know the professional football. It is a very hard work, discipline. The most player you must play on the clubs. This is the most important, because I don't invite the guys who is not play, who not have the clubs. It doesn't care what is the name, because I need 100% the players who is play every weekend, every game. This is only way how we are going in top again.
All right. Obviously, with 4 years that you've been given, like you've rightly said, like you have rightly put it, that it's on paper per se. The big assignment that is coming through, and right now we're talking of the Cup of Nations. Zambia is not there. You've got teams like Malawi were there, Mauritania, Comoro Islands, Cape Verde. The immediate task, or the wish for most Zambians, having missed out on 3 African Cup of Nations, is that Zambia qualifies to the next one, which will be next year in Cote d'Ivoire. Do you think you have enough time between now and the qualifiers to come up with your own squad, or how is your squad going to be built around?
Of course, I have the time. I already select the players. I have this few new names, but almost I know minimum 25-30 players, and some people say maybe in my place another coach say we not have the time. I have the time. Don't worry, I have the time. I have enough time to make the good teams.
How will the selection of players be? Because you're already saying about 25, players of
30,
30 players. You already what parameters are you using to select these players?
I tell you, the first of all, you must play on the club. This is the most important. Of course, sometimes the players did not play because it is injured. You have the cartons, you have some problems. But normally, I take the players who play every week, who is on the form. This is the most important for me.
There are players, Zambian players with dual citizenship. Are you going to consider them? Because already
of course,
Of course.
I have the few names. I tell you, I have the few names. Also, I prepare my trip for Europe. I want to see some players there and talk about the program, about the friendly games, about the AFCON, about the CHAN, about the COSAFA competitions, and you know, I'm ready.
All right. You worked with Beston Chambeshi.
Yes.
People were wondering when you were being unveiled. You mentioned you're going to bring in, you know, a foreign goalkeeper, a physio. Is it? I mean, a physical trainer, so to speak. Just share with us the composition
Yes.
of the technical staff, and also who are these people that you're bringing? Because ideally, people would have thought, especially that, for instance, you worked with Beston, maybe that partnership would have continued. Just share with us who's part of that.
Yes, of course.
Staff.
I have the my teams. Karol Przenica, it is assistant coach. Coach analytic, it is Stefan Carevic. I take the two temporary coaches, the fitness coach, who is working with us the previous time, Hrvoje Matijević, and also the coach for goalkeepers, Tonči Gabriš, who is working with me 10 years in my national teams. Also, I want to involve some coaches, local coaches, but I try to find the young guy.
Are you able to tell us this young guy that you'll be working with?
Of course, I wanted to find the young guy who understand who know everything about the Zambian culture, about the Zambian football, and I hope I find very soon this guy, because you know it is important to be on my part of the teams.
All right. Now, what plans do you have in terms of course, you may have a young Zambian coach that you work with, but when it comes to talent identification, traveling around the country to see this talent, I know that you've been very busy. I've seen you at Super League matches. Have you had an opportunity to look at some of the talent in Division 1? Oh. And now that you're working with maybe this yet to come, you know, local young coach, how do you hope to identify the other talent, say, in the lower leagues?
This is a connection between the local coaches also, but I wanted to go to see on the game, on the pitch, the talent players. What I want to also it is my also the duty and on the FAS. I want to go around to see many games, even in youth teams. Also, I want to help the youth teams, because it is the future for the national teams. Also, I want to go to see the women's teams, under 20, 23, under 17. You know, I want to be involved with everybody, because this is the future for us. You know. Also, when I talk about the local coach, why I want the talent young local coach? Because it is also tomorrow. It is maybe future for the head coach for the national teams of Zambia. But first of all, he must be loyalty. He must understand the football. He must be disciplined. What is the discipline? Learn. You know, this is I learn every day, like you, like everybody. Football, it is you know, is progress enormous, and we must learn everybody every day.
Another time, the little time that you spent with Beston, we saw a rotation in the captain's armband, which is very important. You are the leader, but you also need a representative on the field. What is this sort of captain you're looking at, or are you still going to retain the ones that have been there? Because once in a while we've seen Lubambo captain the team, we've seen Enoch. In your case, who will be your captain?
You know, I tell you the last qualification, we have the 6th game. I think so. The people is remember the first game against Mauritania. Enoch played and scored the goals. He was the captain. After that, we are not have the Enoch in 5 games. Okay, issue the problem the injuries, the problem the COVID, and etc. But for me, it is Enoch who is the captain. Be my captain. Enoch, be my captain. Not my captain. He be captain for the national teams. Because the guys, he have everything. He have the charisma. He have he's a good guy. It is great players. He have the personality. Also, Lubombo, great man. I tell you about the my players. For me, but look at the maybe people, the people in Zambia. Of course, he doesn't know me very well, but these boys, he deserve to be support. All country, not me. I'm guy just who is put everything on the place because it is my job. But this guy, please, Zambian people, this guy deserve to be follow my boys because we have the great opportunity to be finally on the top of the African football.
From your tone, Coach, clearly having come in and seen, spending 6 months or so with the Chipolopolo, the Zambians, are expecting the fortunes that we've seen in the recent past where we're not qualifying to the Cup of Nations change. And that comes with a lot of pressure. Are you able to handle that pressure?
No, I'm not. Look, first of all, what do you mean the pressure?
They want to win all the time.
Of course. But, sometimes it's happened, we have the problem with COVID, we have the problem with injured players. But I understand the people because the frustration is coming. If you not be on the 3 years on the most important competition for the African people, of course it is a put the pressure, even the players, even the coach. But I love the pressure. I love to work with pressure because without that, if everything going like that easy, it's not be good. I love this kind of the pressure.
You talked about having an eye also in the various under 17, 19, youth teams. Sometimes we've seen coaches that even when they see a talent from the junior teams, may not necessarily, give them an opportunity to come to the senior national team. What is your reaction to that? Is that the same route you're also going to take?
I believe so much the young players, because if I saw some big talent, I not care he's 17 or he's 16 or it is 18. I give to him the chance. I not to give the chance to play the AFCON. From sure, he be on the part of the CHAN or COSAFA competition. This is what I want, because if you good, if you enough good, come with me. Sit with Enoch. Look how it is Enoch training, how it is doing the training, how it is eat, how it is prepare for the training, how another boys prepare for the competition. Also it is important. Why I wanted to be part of the youth teams, because I want to talk with these young guys. These young guys, it is need the men who understand what is the players need. I coming from another part of the world. I played 20 years outside of my country. I be the best player on the Yugoslavia, ex-Yugoslavia. I was at the 2 competition of the European champion with Croatian. One time in a quarter-final. One time we are going out to the first round. I working with great players. We are put with Slaven Bilic. That the Slaven Bilic. I worked with him 10 years. Even we are work together in Lokomotiv Moscow, in Saudi Arabia, Jeddah, and we are put the young guys on the first team, and I want to do the same things here. But please be on our side, because it is very important. Very important. Because this player he have the big potential. Just we want to be what I say on the start of your emission. Discipline, because the game it is during 19 minutes plus extra time. You know that. That's what I want.
What type of a coach are you? Because I saw the few games when you were with the national team, you would be, prodding around, backing out instructions. Are you this father figure? Are you this friend to the player? Are you father like son? Relationship. What type of a coach are you?
I'm everything. Because I'm so honest. When I talk with you, I look in your eyes. I tell my boys, if you have the problem, my phone it is open 24 hours. Call me. You have the problem with wife, you have the problem with brothers, you have the problem, I don't know, with clubs. Call your coach. Because I was the player, and I know what does the player need. I respect so much the players, but look at it. I give to you 100%. I give to you my heart, but also I need give me the back everything. Just give me in the pitch everything, on the training, and I'm sure I be successful with my boys.
What's your philosophy? I mean, there are coaches who come and say, for us it's total attack on attack football. What is yours? Conservative?
I'm guy when I be players, I'm thinking just to be winner. I'm winner. Also, I want to show my power, what I'm thinking. If you win, we are respect all opponent. But if I winner, also I wanted to be with my boys.
The Zambian public are very interested to know, Coach. Obviously, when that time comes, when you'll be able to unveil, the squad. Already, you've given us indications. You've been looking at certain players, and just this week, we've seen a picture that has gone viral of you, with Stopira and Sunzu, and already there's debate that maybe some of those players that in the recent past, in terms of the transitioning, from the time we won the 2012 AFCON. Many have argued that there hasn't been a smooth transition in terms of bringing in the young talent to blend with the old players before eventually coming up with this big squad. Is this an indication that some of those players that we've not seen in the past, for instance, from the 2012 squad, may be called to the first squad that you call up?
I talk with many players, not many players, with few players. And I tell you, I need the quality of the players who understand what I want. Maybe I changed some system, styling of the players, and I need the players who understand what I want. You talk about the names, but I don't want to talk about the names. We'll see soon everything, and I'm sure that my players and me make again the Zambia people proud, and this is only what I want. I'm focused about the AFCON, but also I focus about the CHAN competition, because the CHAN competition also it is important for the boys. Also COSAFA it is the most also important for the local most people, most local players who play the COSAFA. This is also my target.
What, in your analysis, Coach, what would you say is lacking in the Zambian game, especially in the last few matches we played in the Qatar 2022 qualifiers, and also when you looked at some of the AFCON games that we played but failed to qualify? What areas do you think we need to improve as a team?
I tell you, I want to tell you again, when I talk about discipline, between the lines, I don't want the big gap anywhere. I just want to be I want to be, to be exactly what I want. Don't worry, my players know what I mean and what I want.
But there have been concerns, for instance, in the past that the Zambian team seems to be having problems, for instance, in the goalkeeping department. Isn't that the same opinion that you're feeling? Also the defense, because we're looking at the goals we've been leaking.
This is a big analysis. If we needed a couple of hours to make everything. Of course, we are consider so many goals And for that part, I want to change the styling, and I want to change also, you know, I have in the mind how we are make everything on the right place.
Every time a foreign coach comes, the Zambian public would always want to make a comparison with the success that have brought Rena in 2012. Isn't this a big assignment for you, seeing that also it's the very first time you're coaching in Africa, in Zambia to be more precise?
Look at of course, but it was almost before 10 years that I respect so much the result. I know the French coach is more successful. Also, it is working in another national teams. But look at I'm not coming here just to be the one of the coaches who is the pass from here just like that. No, I want to be winner because I'm winner.
So you think you're the best candidate for the Chipolopolo job?
Of course. Of course, because I tell you, I'm man who is not scared. What does you mean scared? I respect everybody. I respect the opponents. But when I see my team on the training ground, and I believe so much the quality of my players, I'm sure I make the big things here.
What are your impressions of the Zambian local league? Like I said, you've been busy watching a lot of football. The time you've spent here, what do you make of the Zambian league?
I saw the power. I saw the many good counter-attacks, but I don't see the discipline in the game. You know, I tell you, the game it is during 90 minutes. You know, and also the mindset of the players is not sometimes I saw is not the ready to be 100% on the games. You know, this is my opinion,
sure.
how I see. But the quality, the talent players, I saw so much.
Does it have anything to say about the level of the quality of the Zambian coaches in terms of the technical know-how?
You know, so many people say his local coach is not enough good. But I saw also couple of coaches who make the good job also here. Really, I saw because the competition of composition of the teams. You see after 10 minutes, you see the hands of the coaches.
I'm impressed you're mentioning names like Patson, Enoch, Fashion. Obviously, those are names of players, Zambian players that are plying their trade in what I would call the big leagues, or at least the lucrative leagues in Europe. Why do you think that as a country, with all this praise that you're having, that we've got a lot of talent, good talent in Zambia, we're not seeing a lot of Zambian players playing their football out there in Europe?
Yes, I want to tell you why. Because this is my opinion. If you have the most talent here, the young talent, Sabobo, I don't know, and other guys, my opinion, it is the best things. He's something most talented guys. He must go out of the Zambia. This is what I'm thinking, because in Europe, this guy is coming in the better condition, better facility. Also the guys is coming to see something new. I think so. It is the best way for the young players. But this is what I'm thinking. Maybe it's not right, but I want to be honest.
All right. Would you be able to share with us also after the composition of your team? I know that the draws are yet to be made for the Cup of Nations. Some coaches who prefer, for instance, if a certain fixture is going to be played in East Africa, then you set up base maybe in East Africa for training. In your case, between now and then, have you got any immediate plans on how you want to structure your early preparations for the Cup of Nations? Because really, missing out 3 times on the Cup of Nations, Zambians is really hating, so to speak.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah,
I understand the people, but we are unfortunately, we have only 2 games in the March against South Africa, and I hope next opponent will be Tanzania. These are very important games for us because I invited a few new players, and this is we have the only 2 games before the qualification in June. Qualification to AFCON.
And then also in the CAF Champions League, CAF Confederation Cup, Continental Football, we've only got 1 team in Zanaco that will be playing in the group stages. In your opinion, do you think this is a true reflection in terms of the technical ability of the other teams that initially started the journey but have failed to make it in the group stage? We only have 1 team.
You know, sometimes it's happened. You know, also it's not easy, you know, for the Zambian clubs, you know, because you know the champions of the Zambia must be much better. Is in my opinion. You know, if you have the good champions in Zambia here, we have the many progress with another clubs, you know. But we, you know, we'll see what's going on.
You were the technical member of the technical staff for the national team. Of course, Beston was the head coach.
Yes.
The Zambians will be wondering and asking this question: what is it that you're going to bring differently this time, seeing that you were a part of the last qualifier matches that we played, both in the World Cup and other matches?
You know, what I say before, I want to talk first of all with every players, because I wanted to introduce my plan, how we are training, how we are change the styling of the composition, also how we are change the mindset, because I repeat again, the winner, if you winner, you must be winner every game, each game. Who cares who is the opponent you there? I respect everybody, but if you in the continue be winner, the mindset is a change immediately.
What's the mindset of a Zambian player? Because you keep talking about discipline and mindset.
Mindset is he must believe what we are doing, and also must believe we are not being in the free competition there. Because my players, want to be part of the AFCON. Also, I want to be there. This is, you know, long time we are not be on the high level. This is the change the mind, the winners. If you winner, you're going there. Or also, the players who not believe these things, I think so it's better to say me, coach, it's not for me, I stay in home, watch television, you know, Netflix or whatever. But when we are decide with 25 players, even with 22, with 30, boys, we are going together, but together like men. Like men who is really man, professional, boys with heart, with brain, because how we are playing without the brain. But definitely in my team I have everything. I not excuse. Look at that. I coming in television. I don't coming again after 15 days or 30 days. I coming now, and I talk with my boys on the pitch. This is the only where I am talk. I not excuse with nobody. I know I want to go to AFCON with the best player on the Zambia. But sorry,
Sure.
that I want to explain again.
Yeah.
Give to chance to players, not me. The players, because the players, I'm 100% sure he gives 200% for this country in that moment. In that moment, even when we start now in the March. And don't worry, the next year we will be there.
Are you sure?
Be there. Not I'm sure. I want to be there. I go there. Look at the, you look at me, but believe me, who know me? I'm guy who want to be inside 200% with these people. Not only with my players. I want to be with my supporters. I'm not coming here for 4 years. I tell you, 4 years. Who cares about paper? Who cares about 4 years? I care just to go now to AFCON. And will you see what's going on after? But come on, boys. I hope that my boys see the on the television in television what I say, because almost every player know what I'm thinking about everybody there.
You already been emphasizing that you've been talking to your boys. What do they tell you, first of all, when you speak to them this short period of time? And then also...
I don't want to tell you what to say, because
of course, especially the fact that we've not been qualifying. What is it that they are telling you now that makes you have this confidence to say, now we are going to Ivory Coast? What is it?
I think so. My players believe me what I talking. You know that. When I talk to my players face to face, you know the phone it is something else. But when you talk with players face to face, why I go to Europe? What you mean? I go to see how it is a training, or fashion, or Patson, or another guy. Maybe tomorrow when I go to Russia to see how it is a Kingsley training, or Evans, or I don't know, or Lubombo, or Kleteus, or Tandy, you know that. I don't go there to see how it is a training, because I know it is a training very well. I want to talk with coaches there. Coach, tell me how you see the Tandy, how you see the Kleteus, how you see the another boy, how it is a training there. Also, I want to sit with boys and talking about everything, not even talking about the football, because I want to know what's going on the private life. How it is your private life? Because if you have the problem in private life, how you give me 100% on the training? You know, it is specter many things. You know, it is not only football.
Are you in talks with local coaches? Because obviously,
look at that. Now I'm focused with my players. Don't worry, I have the plenty time on the April and May. I'm talking with local players, coaches also, because these people is also it is important for Zambia, for me, for Zambian national teams, because I want to know everything about the local players. I know, but I want to know more.
Would I be right if I said that from the way you're explaining to me, Coach, that your national team, our national team, in terms of maybe the first 11 plus, will largely be composed of foreign-based players?
Will you see? Because competition is AFCON is difficult, but I tell you, it's not excuse. And if I need the foreign players, of course, almost the foreign players will be on my team, but also I have this couple of names of the local guys who is going with me also.
How would you, now that you mentioned local players, are there one or two, without necessarily mentioning names, that you've been impressed with the individual? You're talking about talent, and maybe some of the areas you feel, I know earlier on you touched about it, that you feel they need to improve on their game if they are to have a possibility of being included in further or later national team selections?
I tell you before, I have some names. I have some local, really talent players, and I tell you, if I have the opportunity and the time, really, I'm not scared to put the guys on my team.
I know I asked you this question, but I think I still need a supplication to what you responded when I asked about the short term. For the Zambians, the short term is hoping to see the Zambian national team qualify to Cote d'Ivoire next year. For you, what would be the long-term plan that come after the end of 4 years? You'd be very happy that you'd have achieved what you want to set out now.
Look at I come back again to AFCON. will you see what is going after AFCON. But first of all, I want to go there. After 4 years, resume, what is he doing Asanovic, or what is not doing, will you see. But for now, I just stop, and I'm thinking about AFCON.
All right. How is the relationship with the Football Association of Zambia? Because I think it's a very important, to have a healthy relationship.
Relationship is great. I'm so happy. What I find, the people on the FAS, really, it give me the hands open, what is very important. He support me very well. My president, Andre Kamanga, give me the opportunity to work with everybody, with people who is a member community, with president. I'm so glad and so happy because he give me the chance to put the Zambia the best way.
In the past, we've had, and I sympathize with you, between now and maybe when we play the qualifiers, there will not be so much matches that Zambia will be engaged in. And we've seen situations where maybe weekly camps are organized with local players. How will you hope to keep the local players, apart from them playing, for their clubs, to be together?
Yes, this is also the good question. After the match, we have almost 2 months to prepare the first game in June. We not have the friendly games, but I prepare some camps for the local players. Also I talk with the coaches, local coaches, because I know it is a champion. But start of the after the game of the Sunday until the middle of the week, 3 days, it be enough for work with the local players.
For the ordinary fan out there, very important stakeholder to the game of football. And one thing I can assure you, and I think you've experienced, Zambian fans are so opinionated. They always want the Chipolopolo to win. They always want the Chipolopolo to be on top there. Every coach has got his style of football. Traditionally, we've been accustomed to what they call maybe a 4-4-2 formation, which is more attack-minded, 3-5-2, and all these formations. We want the goals, but we also want entertaining football.
Exactly.
What's yours?
This is, first of all, when you start talking about the styling or system, how we are playing, if you have to play 4-2-3-1, or if you are play 4-3-3, or if we are play 3-5-2, this is only on the numbers. What I want to be, I don't want the consider so many goals. This is the most important, because we are on the front. We have the speed of the players. We have the killers players. We have the guys who have the nice dribbling. We have the wingers who is the fast. We have in the midfield. We have the creative players. You know that. Don't worry. First of all, we must don't consider the goals, but on the front we have the quality, the big quality.
The other members of your technical staff, how much do they know about Zambian football? Are they following the trends? Because maybe that's a concern. With you, you're here. We've been around with you here, but now you're bringing people that the Zambians obviously may have read about them. That is, if some have. How much do they know about Zambian football? Are they following the trends? Because sometimes it's always good when you're within to understand certain aspects. Later on, the fact that you're coaching for the very first time in Zambia, in Africa.
Look at it. Yes. The guy is still in home, but he's working very hard. He prepared many things for me. He follow everything in Zambia, even outside of Zambia. Each players, I know every information about every players. This is a job, because it is you have the duty and responsibility for each jobs, even for the goalkeepers, the guys, even analytic guys, even fitness coach. You prepare all the program. I have everything in my computers. You know that the boys is there, but it's coming very soon. It's very soon, because we had the big job here.
Waiting for that unveiling of the squad, coach. The fans, the Zambian fans, really, like I said, very important stakeholder. How do you react to criticism? Because we've had, for instance, in the recent past, where even local coaches or foreign ones, even when they certain decisions that they make, just one little discussion probably or analysis does not seem to go down very well later on when it comes from us, the media. How do you react to criticism?
You know, really, I not to read any kind of the newspaper. I don't know what's going on, but I tell you, it's normal. If you not play very well, if you not have the results, of course, the fans is not happy. Who be happy? You be happy also. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. But if we are play good, if we have the result, the crowd will be happy. The old people in Zambia be happy. This is what I want. Also, you want also. Because you are. This is your country. But sorry, also this is my country also. I'm coming for the Croatian. I'm here 6 months, but really I'm feeling like Zambian, because I respect so much these people. I don't want to change your flag. I don't change the Shima. I don't want to change your traditional. But boys, I want to change your mindset. What is the mean mindset? Believe me, if you want to be winner, we must be winner on the pitch. Who cares who is opponent? We respect this. Even tomorrow is coming Nigeria, even Senegal.
You're ready for any of those teams?
Look at that. I'm respect.
Or you're hoping for an easier draw, seeing that Zambia hasn't qualified for some time?
Look at that. I think so. You not believe me what I tell you. I'm respect the Senegal, because the Senegal is a great team. Egypt is a great team. Morocco is a great team. But also my boys. Also my boys. He's a great players. But we must beat the team. Because, you know, the teams is make the result. Not only 10 players plus goalkeeper. I have also the guys who is in the bench. I need also 10 players in the bench, even 15. But we must be in the same way. The same way. Ego, put on the side your ego. Coach Asanovic, put your ego inside. It is very important how we represent the Zambia start of the march. We are not waiting. I start of the match, the games. This is you know, last 2 games before the start of the competition, the big competition. From there, from South Africa, I want to result there. Not waiting what's going on the AFCON.
So you've got so much for you, whether it's a friendly or a competitive match, you want to win?
You know, the friendly.
Because others will say it's a friendly.
I want the same. The friendly game, it is like the games World Cup. Because if you not be ready for the friendly game, how you be ready for the World Cup? Of course, the friendly, it is all we are changing so many players on the friendly games. But the guys who is on the bench, also you want to fight to be on the first 11.
All right, Coach, as we come to the close of this chat, Coach, on a lighter note, you talked about Nshima. Have you tasted Nshima?
Yes, of course. I'm love so much, yes.
Have you learned any language, how to greet, these...
No, not yet, but, you know, I have the driver who is teach me many things, you know, really I'm so happy here. I feel like in home. I meet so many nice people here. People who support me. This is important. And the Zambian people must just know I give 200% every training, every game, and Zambia, don't worry. We are going to next AFCON. We are going there.
In Cote d'Ivoire, 2023.
Of course.
Wow, you're a tough man. All right, Coach, thanks for having you. And really appreciate, looking forward. You're saying that the next time we come here, we should be talking about you being, qualifying to the Cup of Nations.
Yes, because I tell you, I don't want to coming before. When we are coming to AFCON or Côte d'Ivoire, you invited me again.
All right.
Thank you.
Coach, thanks for your time and wish you the very best.
Thank you also.
All right, so that's been our interview for today. We were talking to the new Zambia national soccer team coach. That's Aljosa Asanovic, who was just sharing with us, his plans for the national team, and also very confident that Zambia will be qualifying to the Côte d'Ivoire 2023 African Cup of Nations. And so, on behalf of everyone involved in this production, especially my producer, Memo Mansawa, it's goodbye and keep watching ZNBC. Goodbye for now.